A clash of former friends here on WOAH Warzone in a dark match on the RPW network as the three members of Empire of Pain, Branden Bombs, the Bear, and Leo go up against each other, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Leo, this season has been moved to Friday Night Fury, no longer with the former World Tag Team Champions of Branden Bombs and the Bear. All three of these are former champions in their own respectiveness natures. Of course, Branden Bombs, a former multiple-time World Heavyweight Champion, formerly a Regents Mania main eventer where he walked away Regents Mania 1 with the World Heavyweight Championship. Leo from behind with a roll-up, goes for two, does Rick. The Bear kicks out, though. And it's always interesting comparing these three superstars. Branden Bombs has always been known as the world champion caliber superstar. I still think Bear and Leo could get up there, could reach the peak of RPW as a world champion. Bear's had an interesting journey in his career. Leo, a former United States champion, had an amazing reign with that championship, but other than that, has never really broke the mold, never really pushed the boundaries to get to that next step. Whereas Branden Bombs, of course, moving to a Warzone, former World Tag Team Champ, like I said, now competing for the Universal Championship as well. It's always an interesting thing when you're in a group, the group dynamics of you want everyone in your group to do well, you want them to succeed, but at the same time, you don't want to be the weakness. You don't want to be the weak link, the one falling behind your other peers in your team. And for someone like Leo and the Bear, I think a lot of the RPW universe think, maybe even subliminally, that they are the weaker link. But again, it's always good to have competition against your allies. Always good to have competition against your friends and have some matches with each other. Leo's been rather quiet this season on Friday Night Fury, also away from Bear and Branden. So it was an interesting dynamic when a group is sort of split up for a new season, because you have to sort of start to find your own way, which for Leo, again, as a former United States champion, I think he could make a push for the World Heavyweight Championship as both Branden and Bear crash down. Another kendo stick, one broken outside. Leo throws that one to the Bear on top with the left-handers now as Rick watches on. Branden Bombs down on the outside. Three amazing superstars in RPW, and this is what Dark Match is all about. You never know what's going to crop up. You never know who's going to fight each other, who's going to be giving these crowds a nice little send-off before they go home. Big maneuver there. Knee strike down low by Leo. Branden Bombs back into the ring. He dropped down. Branden Bombs with a roll-up, ladies and gentlemen. We know he likes a little roll-up victory, trying to steal one. But a kick out there just in time by Leo, right-hander. Of course, Branden Bombs last week with a roll-up victory on WOAH Warzone against Tyler Howard and Poke. He did lose today in the opener against RK. Of course, the wise man was, oh, big backbreaker, stepping in for an, well, what was supposed to be Lamin. Did not show. Here was Branden Bombs up on the rope. Oh, what a big front suplex there. Bear also losing today on the main show against Kaiju Jaeger for the American ticket. Kaiju's been flourishing out of the Cure this season so far. He looks like a new superstar altogether, does Kaiju Jaeger. As Leo's back into the ring, the Bear going under for some extracurricular. Another third kendo stick brought into this one and thrown to the back of the head of Leo. Brutal shot there. Off the rope and a big knee strike. Down goes Leo. Branden Bombs slowly up to his feet. The Bear with the lockup. Nice reversal there, though. Bear kicked in midsection. Hooks on. Has him up. Takes him over to the rope and hangs out. I thought he was going for a Branden Bombs then. I really did. He's taken over, maybe looking for a submission hold. No, going back for the kendo stick. There's the pinfall on the Bear. Shoulders a down kick out at 2, though. Leo currently 1-1 on the season so far. 1 win, 1 loss. He had a 1-1 against Kyle Kane on the first show back of season 4. Got a win there, and then he was involved in a Rise Dark match, the 8-man Battle Royale, in which he lost. So again, still a lot more to show and a lot more to prove for Leo in this season. I really do think he could be a big-time player on Friday Night Fury if he plays his cards right. He has the build and physique for it. Just needs to apply himself, not think himself as a mid-carder. Go for the big belts. Branden Bombs rolls out of this one. There, stiff kick to the back. Of course, Empire Pain dropping those belts to Palmer's Paradise on WOAH Warzone. It was actually on Rise, but the WOAH Warzone belts, of course. Little shots to the back of the head. Bear vacating the premises. And Bear looks like he's set on Branden Bombs on the outside here. Leo left alone in the ring. Right in front of the announcer's desk now. The shards of the candlestick shattered and splattered all across the outside of the ring. Lovely little foot DDT there. Bear calling for Branden Bombs to get back up to his feet. Leo to the outside, going the long way round as well. Here go the steel steps on the other side of the ring. Branden Bombs thrown into the barricade. Leo with those steel steps. Bear says, you got steel steps, I'll get some as well. Don't you worry about that neither. Able to actually utilize the steel steps. So the lovely blue steel steps. But now they're down there. There to be used. Branden Bombs sending Leo back first into the barricade. Branden sent flying Bear. Oh, and that's what they're used for. Leo goes back first onto those steel steps on the floor. Brutal German suplex. And Leo got to be feeling the effects of that one. Getting the crowd on their feet, though. You can see he has a little stumble in his step now that he's walking and just about avoiding that steel chair to the back of Leo. As he's going after Branden Bombs with a power bomb of his own and a steel chair right to the face. Bombs rolls out 1-on-1 in the ring. And Bear was going for a pinfall there. Leo probably smart to go to the corner though. Trying to avoid it. Nice right-hander. There's a second and a third. Leo to a seated position. Foot across the throat of the Fury man. There is him back up to his feet. Irish whip. Off the rope into a massive spear. Cut in half is Leo. But Branden Bombs smart to be back into the ring to break that one up. Bear off the rope himself now. All three superstars back up to their feet. Leo not for long as he slammed down on that steel chair. He's going to roll out of this one. Bear takes over. Nice front slam down. Goes Branden Bombs. Right hander right across the face. There's a pinfall in the ring. No DQ in a triple threat. Of course, Bear using that to his advantage with the middle rope. But Branden Bombs kicks out at one. Bear maybe wasting too much time getting his feet up to those little ropes. Oh, a Hurricane Rana. Bear is feeling he's a big boy, but he's got some high athleticism to him, that's for sure. Knows how to get up, knows how to move. And I think this, again, going back to the earlier point of being or thought of as the weak link of your team, I think Bear may be a lot of people's idea of like the weak link of this team. So Bear picking up a win here today, even in a dark match against his friends, against his Empire of Pain brothers, you could say, would still be a big win for the Bear, just for some morale, just to sort of say, I can hang with the big boys. You know, he's a former multiple-time World Tag Team Champ with Branden Bombs, so he clearly is involved with Bombs. I think Branden being the only one of the three to be a former world champion, I think obviously helps him somewhat when you think about who the strongest of the team is. And again, not every team needs a strong and a weak link, and you know, you don't need to have one stronger than the other, but when you look at Bear's accolades, when you look at his career, Branden Bombs, sorry, I think he's definitely an outlier for this team. But again, it's good to have. Sometimes it's good to have the leaders of the team. It's good to have the stronger superstars in your team, knowing they can help you out. As Branden Bombs now is on the outside. Leo Bear one-on-one, kick to midsection. Leo hooks the arms for a pedigree. Down goes the Bear. Rolls him over. No rope break in a triple threat. Of course, Rick rolls across for the pinfall. Leo to steal it. No. 2.9. The Bear kicks out. And what a kick out. That was some great resiliency. A lot of kendo sticks under that ring. You know, jam packed full of them. Head to the outside. Leo, big chop across the chest. And sent into the barricade. Leo, the other one left standing by himself. Big close on. Almost went to the front row there. Did the Bear. Leo back into the ring. Great triple threat action between these three. And again, this is what the crowd love. These type of dark matches. Leo does not go up top often. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe he should. Connecting to the Branden Bombs on the outside. Kendo sticks, steel chairs, steel steps. This ring is an absolute mess. Right now, these two still going hard at each other. Bombs is a big man. He's a very, very big man indeed. Bombs and Leo sent fly by the Bear. The crowd have not stopped this entire match, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of talking between the three. Bear in the ring. Bombs in the ring. Leo in the ring. They're caught in a bad position here. Already been hit with a pedigree. Leo not going to let Bombs hit his Branden Bombs. Interestingly enough. Bombs in the corner. Kick to the midsection. Bear clubbing blow to the back. Leo rolls out. The stairs go with him. Bear wants his own set of steps here. Nope. Bear backdrop. Down goes Leo again. Branden Bombs still in that corner. Looking at worse for wear. There he is. Popping back up to his feet and not for long. My goodness gracious me. Steel steps right to the face. And I don't think Branden Bombs is getting up anytime soon. Oh my god, somehow he's still moving. Bear has to help him though. I'm not surprised. I would have got him back in the ring and pinned him ASAP. That was a brutal shot. We're in the rafters here. All the line effects up there. Look at Branden. Somehow still got Leo again. Branden Bombs busted open from those steps to the face. Face first of the corner of the barricade. And yeah, Branden Bombs. Not a good day for that man. But a grueling match against RK, and now has to deal with this. These three superstars are there on their last legs here. Leo's getting back in the ring. Leo, the other one standing. A lovely shot of the former United States champion in front of this crowd. Bear with a steel chair. Lovely throw to the back. Branden and Leo meet up. On the outside. Lovely backdrop there. There enters the ring. Leo has sights to end this one. Branden Bombs. Somehow he's taking the most beating, but he still looks like he's walking fresh. Look at his back. Look at his face. He still looks like he's walking fresh, though. Leo Bear up on his shoulders. Top rope down. He goes. Branden Bombs kick to the midsection. Bear rolls out. Bad timing. Bad to know it's not Leo. Lovely reversal. Beautiful reversal indeed. Branden Bombs has taken an absolute beating. Crawl into the corner. Branden Bombs top. Well, probably luckily for him, the bear gets involved. Lovely slam down, folks, on the hand as well. Branden Bombs still up top. Oh, no, he's not. Right-hander from Bear knocks him to the outside. Oh, it's Leo's turn to crawl into the corner. Block up between the two. Oh, what a big clothesline takedown there, taking the head off of Leo. There's a pinfall middle of the ring. It's a count of one as Branden Bombs gets back to break it up, leaves instantly. Probably smart by Branden Bombs. Get in, break up the pin, and evacuate the premises as quick as possible. Maybe some revenge on the bear with those steps. Dangerous area though. Oh, 2 feet to the midsection. Leo plummets down. Branden Bombs trying to steal a pinfall. I don't think Bear's going to let you get away with that one, no matter how many world championships you have in your career. Big spear gets reversed, knee up just in time. Big boot by Branden Bombs. Lovely sequence. Leo, nice reversal. And here we go, just like the match has just started. They're taking Leo to the corner. Face first he goes. There with the strength. Same movie here on Leo, who leaves the ring. They're trying to steal this one. Doesn't see Leo back in from behind. 2 count kick out. Broken up by Leo. Kick in the midsection. Bear's already been hit with one. Branden Bombs in the corner. There's a pedigree. Rolls him over, and I think that's all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, Leo stands tall for Empire of Pain. What a triple threat here on the RPW network from start to finish. That was absolutely sensational, ladies and gentlemen. What a matchup between the three, and I would love to see more matches like this. I really, really would.